It is top turn 3, Eldar movement. The Howling Banshees have emerged from their bunker and are getting ready to engage these bikes. The Guardians have shuffled over, getting ready to shoot. Guardians over here are getting ready to shoot over the other side. Warlock has come down here to get the bikes, and so is the Viper. Wraith Lord's still just ready to tangle it up with the Dreadnought. The Wraith Guard have kind of positioned themselves to do some D-Scythe craziness over here. And the Wind Riders still haven't come on. They're just sitting in reserve, so that's where we sit. Some Dire Avengers tucked up behind the rock. Eldar turn 3 Psychic phase. Fortune got off on these guys again, so they'll be re-rolling their saving throws. And this guy had Doom cast on him, so he's going to be taking some hurt. Turn 3, Eldar shooting. These guys weathered a lot of shots, only lost one guy, so I'm really hoping the Howling Banshees can do some damage to those bikes. Over here, the Dire Avengers killed a bunch of Marines in this squad. He's down to 1. The Bright Lances from the Wraith Lord finished off the Dreadnought, and all of these guys over on this side managed to kill 1 bike. Over here, the speeder that was up top is dead. The Wave Serpent blew its Wave Serpent shield on it and killed it. The D-Size roasted these 2 tanks and all of the Space Marines that used to be behind them. So that's where we're at. Alright, top turn 3 Eldar assault phase. Warlock over here did good work killing that bike. On the other side, however, the Howling Banshees embarrassed themselves and did, I think, 1 wound? Yeah, 1 wound on that guy right there. That's a lot of really dangerous bikes that are just totally fine. Okay, we'll see what they do. Okay, we're on the bottom of turn 3. We've done Dark Eldars, movement and psychic, and just a little bit of the shooting here.
Angels.
What did I say?
Dark Elder.
Dark Elder, Dark Angels.
So these guys are tucking it back in on the rock. This Devastator squad tried to hop off the rock. 1 for their... was that first movement? I don't know. 1's all around.
Yeah, they've been rolling really bad.
It was terrible. The lone surviving Assault Marine, hoofing it back. He can do nothing really. This guy, combat speeded up. There was a squad here, they jumped in this one and their combat speeded up. They both fired into the Guardian squad to kill 3.
Yep, 3 of these guys are down.
The Psychic phase, I did get off. Hallucinate, they don't have any characters, so it reduced their... What did it reduce?
Weapon skill, ballistic skill. Most of their stats are down by 1 on this Guardian squad. And he definitely perils, so there's 1 less guy here.
Yeah, my librarian ate himself. And we'll finish up with this.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I should point out is there is a... what is it? 1 point? No, 2 point.
Yeah.
2 victory point thing they're sitting on back there. Okay, Dark Angel shooting.
Finishing up, Devastator squad fired into the Wave Serpent. He did jink, but I managed to get 2 glances. He is wrecked. Over here, the drop pod fired at Stormbolter into the Dire Avengers. They lost to a guy. And over here, the jinked guys fired plasma. They managed to get 3 or 4 hits, and a couple of Guardians went down.
And made the Gets Hot armor save.
Yeah.
So they're all right. The Wraith Guard will not be traveling around in that Wave Serpent. That is a bummer. Witness the carnage of the assault phase.
Yeah, took out... Well, I didn't kill them all, but I killed enough to where they failed their leadership checks, and they both ran off the board.
Yeah, basically an impossible leadership check, and yep. So all gone, no wounds on the bikes. It's top turn 4, Eldar movement. These guys come over here, the Guardians to this side to shoot the bikes. The Dark Reapers have actually popped out of the fortress to take some shots at the bikes, which ignore their re-rollable jinx saves. The Warlocks come over this side. The Wraith Lord is climbing up. Look at him with that hand there. These Wind Riders finally came on, so they're coming up the board. Farther up field, these guys had a good move through cover roll. or I guess difficult terrain roll. They don't have move through cover, but they're gonna roast some Marines. I think that's it. All right, it's the end of Eldar turn 4. I sank a ton of shooting into this squad, and the only thing to do any damage was the unit of 2 Dark Reapers. They killed a single bike. Everything else whiffed, which is most of my army.
Forced to drink.
Yeah, they did jink, but that doesn't help that much. Over here, the Space Marines are gone, and the jet bikes turbo boosted forward to get between the last cannons and the Wraith Guard. The Wraith Guard unit has fortune, so they'll re-roll any cover saves they have to take.
So movement phase, slung these guys up alongside their skilled riders so they don't take dangerous terrain tests. The Void Shield
Went
did
right up that wall, just straight up, no problem.
Void Shield did come back, so I want a couple guys in there. So I don't want, yeah, I still get some shots in. These guys disembarked, and then this thing combat sped off.
It does have a unit of guys in it still.
It does. The lone assault marine is huffing it back for some objectives. These guys walked. They're gonna try to find something to shoot. Those guys walked, and that is everybody just moved. Shooting phase. These guys came over and single shot at that. I think did they get one?
I think it was the other group.
Okay.
No, it was the
heavy bolter.
The heavy bolter on the tank. But anyway, these guys took a bunch of shots and lost one of them.
Yeah, they moved or shot at him. They shot at the Wraith Guard. They actually got 2.
Yeah,
so that was good.
it's a lot smaller crew here.
The other Devastator squad ran, trying to get into line of sight. The lone assault marine ran, trying to get the objective.
That's worth a lot of points.
Yep. That squad shot in. I don't think they did.
They whiffed. They didn't kill any Avengers.
Anyway. That squad. I mean, they jinked, so they didn't get anything either. But
one got hot and died. So
yeah.
Progress.
It's gonna happen. In a fight, it's gonna happen. Declaring charges. These guys are.
All right. Well, we'll come back after the assaults.
Yeah.
All right. Things didn't go to plan in this assault phase. We'll let him tell you how it went.
I killed the Dark Reapers and 3 Guardians.
Yeah.
1 combat. The Guardians rolled whatever double ones is.
Yeah, we rolled double ones for insane heroism, which allowed him to not just consolidate, but to run all the way over here.
Hit and run away.
Yeah, so instead of getting eaten by the Wraith Lord next turn, he's gonna just sit around and laugh at me. So that'll be sad.
I did lose a Marine to the Dire Avengers.
Yeah, these guys rolled like bosses, so that was cool.
Made my leadership check, everybody stuck around.
Yeah. Eldar, turn 5 movement. The remaining Guardians have ducked inside the base here, which has a Void Shield. Wraith Lord is wishing he could get at those bikes. Can't make that charge, so he's just gonna shoot some stuff. The Warlock has come down here. He's gonna try and help out the Avengers. Over on this side, the Wraith Guard decided that discretion was the better part of valor and ducked behind the tank, so they're hiding from the last cannons. The Viper is going on a suicide mission to kill his remaining assault marine, which is part of a fast attack and thus worth a victory point, and he's also holding an objective. So that's what's going on. All right, not a lot of progress in the Elder shooting. The Wraith Lord took a shot at this tank here, just did 1 hull point. The Viper did good work. He roasted the Marine that was over here. And then the bikes turbo boosted inside the tunnel and are actually within 3 of the objective. So we're counting that as held. That's it. There's not a lot else going on here. At least this guy's shaken, so he's going to have a harder time killing those guys. Well, that was an awful assault phase. The Warlock failed his 5-inch charge, and then the Dire Avengers died. So, not good. Okay, Dark Angel shooting phase.
I killed one of the bikes in here.
Bike in there got killed. There's a.
Dropped the.
We did a charge.
Viper.
There's some guys in here too now.
Yeah, I made it in combat. Dropped the Viper.
Yeah, Viper's gone.
Smoked the Warlock.
Yeah, the Warlock that failed his charge. Yeah, he got punished for that.
And then I took out the Void Shield on the big building. But
Yeah, the bikes.
Point.
So I think we're just gonna do this combat inside the tunnel.
Yep. I did manage to kill the last bike, and I consolidated back onto the objective, so I had.
We shall see if the game ends. Well, that's a pretty happy guy over there because the game ended and we tallied it up, owning all of his objectives that he's got and having Line Breaker, as well as killing my Fast Attack Viper, gives him a 14 point total. Is that right?
14 or 15.
Yeah, 14. I think it was 14. Anyway, I killed a ton of fast attack units, but only got 12 points altogether because the only objective I outright control is the one being held by my fortress and the guardians inside it. So, good game. Wish it had gone on another turn. Oh, the victory!
So happy.
The victory face. Yeah, this Wraith Lord just never quite got into the fight. He is not a Wraith Knight. He wants to grow up someday. Yeah. And I think the Wraith Guard did pretty darn good work. They just ran out of targets. Everything around him got killed. Yeah. If this guy had lived another turn maybe and gotten to shuttle him back over here, beat up some guys, yeah, that would have done it. And actually, this was the deciding one, right here. It came down to one saving throw, a 3-up on the bike, and I would have been contested, and that would have been game because that's 3 points.
Yep.
Oh, what a close one! What a close one! Good game.
Good game.